In my visit to the Episcopal Palace, it really confused me as where was I walking into? Even though on some of my early videos I showed like, hey, we're walking in this area, but reality is, which way is the diagram facing? You're looking at it and you're thinking you're facing it the way it's set up. And also you're wondering where in the world is the middle basilica that we went through and have a video on. And what do the Roman numerals mean? It seems like they copied it from somewhere else and we're still lost as a tourist or as an observer seeing what's going on. So if we look at that, we see that we compare the two. We see the northern symbol. You can see how the diagram sits on a display. It sits like this. And you notice on the upper right, you see the north symbol, which actually on the display is facing south. So this diagram actually is opposite than what you're looking at. So in reality, it should be like this. And so the north is towards your right when you're looking at the display, and you're standing, the display is sitting in this area. And then we're walking in through this section, heading directly into this, looks like a chapel resident area, and then we go on the right side and we see this other different area, and then we come out and we're looking for the pillars that are ruins on the ground. And that's over in this particular area. So what are we looking at? Most people, and myself included, on my many multiple visits, there's a big mound just right of the display sign, but that is where the great basilica actually sat. And you could see that it's actually facing towards the east. But then the question comes, the middle basilica that we're seeing, where in the world is that? It's not on this display at all, which is true. But back to this big display basilica, we see that one historian said the east basilica is believed to have been the cathedral, which is here. It likely had 5 aisles, which we see the 5 aisles in the display. A great transept, which is in the front of it by the apse, a polygon apse, which we see, and an elegant and well-built baptistry in the northeast, which is in this area. And so we see this whole area, and so to the south of that, which would be towards the left in this picture, is where the great palace is, and that's what we've been looking at in the videos. Now, this is actually consistent with the Cide Kent plan from the Honolulu University. You can see which way is heading north. The Great Basilica is heading north, and we see that. Also on the Cide map, which you see for tourists, actually again also has the correct version, even though the display kind of confuses everybody. And so let's look at this. We walked by 2 pillars. After we came off the long colonnade, we walked straight through that area. And then we see the main road that they go towards the right in blue. But if you walk straight, which we were going through, we'll see 2 pillars on the left. And this is the entryway towards this massive complex. If we continue to go straight on that road, we actually come up into that area where we saw the middle basilica, which is on this map, actually displays. Another little section that shows that with the pillars and things are there in this section. And then we see the vaulted ways and the hallways, and that's a glimpse from this area. And then we saw these pillars on the ground. Actually, we were entering into that section, and somehow maybe be an atrium that's in that section with all these pillars. So that is probably most likely in this area. I have other pictures, and now it becomes more clear, of the gate down on the bottom, and that has a cross down there, and that makes a lot of sense as where that is located. And there's a picture of that.